getting you the evidence you need to bust a cheater. This is Dave Ryan's War of the Roses, 101.3 KDWB.
It's Guy's turn on War of the Roses, but I was talking to Darren. I'm going to be honest with you, Darren. You give me the backstory and reading your email. You dating a freak. You're dating a freak. But I think that this is the thing but we talk about this once in a while. What's freaky to me is not freaky to somebody else. I've known a couple of people who are swingers.
Mm-hmm.
And good friends of mine, good people with kids.
Yep, they're open about it. They're fine with it. They don't think it's strange.
And they're like, yeah, I just went back to, and they don't call it swinging. They call it the lifestyle.
Oh,
they're like, yeah, well, ever since I've been into the lifestyle, I'm like, that's so weird. But you know what? Maybe your girlfriend is a freak. Maybe she's not a freak. It all depends on your viewpoint. But you're thinking about getting serious and proposing, right?
I am. We've been together a while now, and I'm like about ready to pull the trigger and pop the question. And I myself am not a freak. I don't think she's a freak either. Just like there was an incident, and it's got me. I don't know. Basically, what happened? I used to be married. My ex and I, we've got a kid together, and soon after Renee and I started dating, she and my ex became friends on Facebook, and I was like, that was weird. That was a weird moment. We were like sitting on the couch together, and all of a sudden, she's like, "Oh my God, I just got a friend request from your ex-wife." But I thought that was cool. And then they met up, and then they actually started hanging out and becoming friends. I was like, this is weird. But
yeah, because you hear about exes all the time who hate each other, and it creates a terrible environment, and so that would be a good thing.
Yeah,
and it's a cliche, and like this is. Obviously, my ex is a good person. We just didn't work out, and so I'm glad. I'm glad they can be friends. It's good for Thomas. It's good for me. It's good for everybody. So
Thomas is your son, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Basically, so I'm thinking all's well and good, and then a couple months back, I got out of work early. It was a half day, and I didn't know it. And so I came home, and I get home, my ex's car is parked in the driveway. I'm figuring, like, whatever. Maybe she's over. Maybe she's dropping off Thomas or something. I don't know. I don't think much of it. So I come on inside. Hello, and nobody answers. And I look around. I go to the kitchen, living room. Nobody's there. What's up? And all of a sudden, like, this lizard part of my brain starts like coming up with these scenarios and like all these like porno movies.
Okay.
So your mind goes right away to the worst case bad Lifetime movie scenario.
Lifetime movie
where you come in, your wife is having an affair.
That's exactly
That's what you go to.
I'm thinking like this is crazy. You're being crazy, right? So
until
but whatever. I go upstairs, I go to the bedroom, I open the door, and like, oh my God.
What do you see?
Laying on my bed is my ex-wife with her top off, with her bra off, and there's my girlfriend on the floor, on her knees,
Okay. Yep,
okay, but let me. Okay, and I'm just trying to paint the picture here clearly for people who are listening. So your ex, was it your ex-wife that had the bra off on the bed?
Mm-hmm.
And your current girlfriend, her name is, what is her name again?
Renee.
Renee's on the floor. Has she got her clothes on or she not got her clothes on?
She's dressed.
She's dressed.
Okay.
So it's probably she just wasn't, they
hadn't gotten to that point yet.
Thank you. Yeah.
I don't even know if it was getting to that point. Like,
what do you point? Come on.
That's pretty incriminating.
What point do you think they were getting to?
She wasn't doing a breast exam, I'm certain.
No.
No.
So what is her reaction?
They were messing around, and we talked about it afterwards, and she was embarrassed, and she, swore up and down, this is not like an ongoing thing. This had literally just happened for the first time, and she was, whatever, I guess curious, and like, women have a inclination towards that curiosity, definitely more than men do, and I get it, I guess.
So what do you worry about, and why do you want to do War of the Roses? What's the object? Do you want to know she's?
Well, like I said, I'm thinking about getting a ring, and I just want to know, like, I want to be sure that I'm you know, I'm it for her, and she's got this out of her system, and, you know, I kind of put my worries to rest every time she's, like, texting somebody and whatever. Like, I don't want to be thinking, oh, who's she getting a hold of and what's she doing when she's out of my sight. So I just want to know, like, you know, am I it for her? Because I want her to be it for me.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, that is it for the survey. We do have a weekend getaway for you, and I'm going to send you the link for this bed and breakfast because it is so beautiful, and they have really great photos online, so you can check it out. We'll go ahead and get the date for the weekend here in just a second. What we do is we give your contact information to the bed and breakfast, and they like to leave like a little gift, a welcoming gift with a note in the room for you. So what we do is we get your name, and we also would like your guest's name if you're bringing one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Jamie.
Okay, perfect. And is that a guy or a girl?
It's a guy.
Okay. Is this like romantic? Your boyfriend?
No, it's not my boyfriend.
Okay. Yeah, we just like to get a theme for the note we leave in there, so we don't know if it's like a chocolate-covered strawberry kind of welcome, or if it's more of some soaps and body lotions.
You could do chocolate strawberries.
Okay.
Very interesting, Renee, because you would think that going away for a weekend, you'd probably want to choose the guy that you live with and that is pretty serious about you. You know who I'm talking about, Darren, right?
Who's this?
Well, you just talked to Fallon from KDWB.
Hi.
Not really somebody who's taken a survey. It's Fallon from KDWB, the radio station. My name's Dave Ryan. I work with Fallon, and we were asked to call you to see who you would want to spend a weekend away with. And the person that wanted to find out wasn't really me or Fallon. It was Darren, the guy that should be the guy that you chose to go on the weekend away.
Okay,
I know you're a little bit speechless. I know. It's a mean and dirty trick.
I mean, you did say he's not your boyfriend. Darren is clearly your boyfriend, but...
And what's more is, and this is really the tricky, dirty part, is that your boyfriend, Darren, not only put us up to this, but he's listening on the phone right now. And I think we're all shocked a little bit that you wanted to go away for a weekend with Jamie. Mm-hmm. Darren, are you still there?
I don't even know what to say right now.
That's...
Are you serious? Are you serious right now?
I'm
big
sorry.
a freak are you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not cheating on you.
Well, it does seem like
what do you mean you're not cheating on me? That's cheating on me.
I'm not. Listen, he's just this big. It's not what you think. I mean,
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me give you a little background here, and then I'll let you explain the whole thing. Is that he remembers when you were starting to get a little bit freaky with his ex-wife, and he walked in. You remember that day that he walked in. You weren't in the living room. You weren't in the kitchen. He goes to the bedroom. His ex-wife's got her bra off, laying on the bed, and you're on the floor. And you remember that. You guys talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And from what we understand, none of my business, but you just said, you know what, it's something I wanted to try. I was just curious. I wanted to try it. Not going to do it again, whatever. Well, we've been talking about how there's different levels of, people have this level is normal and this level is not normal to them. So what is it that you're doing with Jamie? If you're not cheating with Jamie, but you're going to go away for the weekend, what are you going to go hunting? You're going to do archery? Are you going to go geocaching? What are you going to do with him over the weekend?
No, it's kind of the same thing. It's just like these things that I want to experiment with and then be done with them, but it's just hooking up. I mean, this guy is huge. He's like an athlete huge. He's 6'6" and muscular, and he throws me around. It's just like being manhandled, and I'm sorry. And Darren's little. He's only 5'8", and he can't even lift me. It's just experimentation of things that I just fantasize about. And Darren knows this. It's not a secret. I mean, he knows I have these fantasies, so it's not cheating because I'm not like getting emotionally involved or anything like that. It's
Wow,
literally
I'm sitting here listening to this going mind blown.
I mean, I understand like the fantasy of being manhandled. Like I totally get that. But the problem is you're in a relationship. You obviously felt guilty about the one thing. He forgave you. It doesn't seem like you guys have an open relationship where he's cool with you hooking up with someone as long as there are no emotional feelings. Maybe I'm wrong. Darren, are you okay with that?
I mean, the fact that you're doing this stuff and you're like keeping it a secret from me, and like, no, that's not okay. That's not what we're about. And yeah, I know you've got fantasies, and fantasies are great. Fantasies are fine. And if you like, I guess if you've got to get something out of your system, then yeah, I want it out of your system. But I just don't like. I don't want it being done behind my back and everything. If you need to.
Well, how would you have reacted had she approached you and said, "Hey, this guy named Jamie. How tall is Jamie? Because I'm trying to get a picture, just for people who are listening, not for me."
He's like 6'6".
And would you
huge.
what athlete would you say? Is he built like an MMA wrestler? Is he built like a
football player,
basketball player? What? I'm just curious for people who are listening.
He's like a football player. He's
6-pack.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Dave.
All right. So he's a big, strong guy. Not necessarily like an overweight guy, just a big man that can pick you up and okay.
He's like,
well, let me ask you.
on describing him.
I know it sounds like it. But how would you have felt, Darren, had she came up to you and said, "You know what? I want to go away for the weekend. I just want to experience this guy, Jamie. I want to get freaky. I want to have him do this and lift me up and spin me around and spin me like a baton." What would you have said, honestly, Darren?
I would say what I'm going to say right now, which is like, obviously, you've got some experiences you still need to have, and I can't stand between you and those experiences, but I also don't want to stand by while you do it. So you've got to get this stuff worked out, and when you do, if you want to call me, great. We can talk then, but I think we got to be done until you got all this out of your system, because I can't just have you like out there and doing whatever and like last month it's girls and this month it's big guys and like, well, what's next month? I can't even wrap my head around it.
You're a lot calmer than most guys would be.
I just have one more question, and I think that's a totally acceptable answer. But I have to ask you a question, Renee.
Uh-huh.
What have you not tried that you want to try next?